Buster don't know what to make out of all this. Guys, welcome to All About Living. All About Living in the deep woods, North Florida.
Yep.
Yep. Are we gonna go through that again? Yep.
Yep.
So at least say hi or something.
Yeah. Hi.
Okay. But anyway, today is we've been heavy on building those crab traps, like you guys know. We got like 300 and something done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
So finally, we can take about 2-3 days to do some things around the yard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we're gonna kind of sit down and bring you guys up to speed. But today is gonna be animal cage cleaning day. Yeah.
It's been so hot this summer. I just hadn't done it, and it's got to be done, and it's got to be done now.
That's right.
All
so
right.
we're gonna clean the rabbit cages out, and
Yep.
we're going to clean the pressure wash the chicken pen out.
Yep.
And what else are we gonna do?
We're gonna mow
We're gonna mow.
later this afternoon. I mean, our son got to go down a little bit before I want to mow.
Yeah, we'll mow a little bit.
We'll mow.
But I got some bleach. I'm going to show you guys how I clean the camper, which is in serious dire need of it. And well, I guess all we really need to do is get started.
Yep, we just got to get to it.
Have you fed them already?
No feed, no, because they got to be moved around. I'm not. Nope, I'll feed, and all their stuff is over here getting washed, or I'm gonna wash it. I pulled all their water bottles and most of the feeders, and we'll get that
They need
done.
clean too.
And they need clean too.
Yeah, it's time for an overhaul.
Overhaul.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started.
Okay.
All right, you guys just kind of tag along, right?
Yep.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get this pen cleaned out so I can get some of them other rabbits moved over here. Yeah, that's probably the best thing we ever did right there. I put quick connects on the ends of the hoses, and so whenever you need to move the hose from like a sprayer or to say like the pressure washer, all you got to do is just like unclick it and then click it in, just like that. Ain't that freaking great? Yeah, and you folks, I mean, you know what I am, how I am about the fuel that I use in here. I hadn't started this thing. How long has it been since we started this pressure washer? 6 months? Yeah. No, we use it since then. But my whole premise on that is I use non-ethanol fuel in all my small engines, and so kind of like what I'm hoping right here. I give this thing, I put the choke on, give it a couple yanks, and she'll fire right up. That's what I'm hoping for. Yep, just gotta get the little man and the general put over here in this big one. Come on, fella. Here, let me put you over here. See, that guy there, he loves them. He ain't doing all that thumping stuff when you move him out. And but the general on the other end, he's a big guy. What's up there, Mr. General? I got you. I hope you don't do all that thumping stuff. No, he's doing real good. All right. I put little man and the general in the big one there, hon. You think they're gonna be okay? Oh, little man's eyeing that tail. Yep. Step-by-step documentation of the use that little square piece of wire to repair a hole. So what you need to do is get you a pair of these crimps. Doing hog wire ring. That way you can use these, to do a wire pack. Get these little guys moved over to the other pin. Hey fellas. Hold still. Now these guys here haven't been handled, so I'm just glad that they little. Rabbit hutches are done. All set? Okay, now we got the rabbit hutches done. Tammy's gone in here and done the preliminary scraping of all the chicken business, and I'm just going to come and polish it up for her. Okay, all right guys, one thing you gotta have if you got chickens and rabbits, you gotta have you a chicken and rabbit cleaner, pressure washer. I think I got maybe 45 minutes to an hour total time pressure washing, cleaning, got it all blowed off, leaves and everything off the roof, all the dry gunk and stuff like that. Rabbits are all nice and clean inside. Gotta get you one. Okay. All right, my number one goal right now is to get this tractor going. Some time ago, Tammy was out mowing, and she likes to run over anything. She uses this thing like a freaking bush hog. And so I'm just gonna, I checked the oil. I need just a little bit of oil in here to feel safe. And once I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and, I got it fired up, but I didn't know what was holding the blades. I thought it was some wire. I pulled some wire off one of the blades down there, but the other blade, I couldn't figure out what it was. And then when I got down up underneath, I realized that she had wedged a board, an old pallet wood board that was in a burn pile. She decided wasn't there. So, but it was. I need to go ahead and get this tractor fired up. So it's probably going to get noisy. And then you'll notice I put a car ramp back here behind that tire. I'm going to back this thing up onto it to lift that deck up so I can get up underneath. I'm going to knock the board out with that sledgehammer. That's the plan. Got the choke on. Well, how'd I do? All right. Got that sucker up in the air. Getting close. Wish the thing would break. I'll be a dog. See that? I swear. I think he'll be ready to roll. Alright. Let me get fired up, see how close to rolling this thing is going to be. It's ready to roll. Engage the blades is ready to go. All I gotta do is put these tools up and then get a hold of my John Deere tractor operator and tell her to get on this thing and not run over nothing. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Whew. Well, it's a rolling. Heavy equipment operator is doing a good job. All right, I'm gonna get this camper sprayed. What I did is I got some, yeah, all this is gonna get mowed, by the way. I've got some straight bleach and a spray bottle. And I'm gonna spray this. I'm gonna let you see what it does. We're gonna clean this camper with no scrubbing. What I'm going to be doing with the short amount of time I have right now is I'm going to be replacing this starter on our trusty old Jeep. As you guys know, the last couple 3 months or so, maybe even longer, about every 3 or 4 times we take the Jeep out, we'd have to get out and hit the starter to get it started. It's not that it was difficult, just had to save up my pennies, and I just had to get one ordered, and I got it, and it's right here. I got but 2 bolts on there, mount a couple of wires onto the solenoid, and we should be good to go. So I guess I might just show you a couple of things. I know, it's not rocket science on putting a starter in, but just in case, you kind of wanted to get a idea or a ballpark of, what you're up against. I'll just kind of show that to you. Okay, let's get this battery off of here. You need to disconnect the battery before you know, working on, so you don't short anything out as you're taking it apart. All right, and we got one cable off there. That ought to do it. Okay, just a couple things to note. When replacing the starter, of course, you know, things change over the years, and aftermarkets or new manufacturers of the, you know, the equipment, they kind of alter everything. But on the original Jeep starter, it comes with a plug adapter, okay? And that plug adapter actually, when you go take it off, it's real easy, but it's got a sliding pin. You got to pull that out, and then you got to compress the you know, the plug that goes in there, and that comes right out. Now the new starter didn't come with that plug. What it came with is just the end right here. So you've got to remove the plug off of this to get it installed on here. This is an 18 millimeter, or not 18. Yeah, that's a big little bolt. 8 millimeter. So I'm just going to kind of take that off. The two bolts on the starter, actually two different sizes. The bottom bolt, which is what I went and got a wrench for, was a 9/16 14 millimeter, worked too. The top bolt is well, I know a 5/8 will work, and I know it's not a 16 millimeter, so it's got to be a 15 millimeter. But I've got that piece off of there. I'm gonna go ahead and get this tightened up, and once I do that, that's all the preparation I need to go ahead and get up underneath of there and put this starter on. Really, honestly, I mean, if you know what you're doing, it's a 10-minute operation to remove, you know, 10 minutes to put it back on. But if you take it to a dealership, they're going to charge you a minimum of an hour, $60 or $100 on, $100 off. That's ridiculous. Okay, anyway, so that's how you take care of that. Yeah, the bottom bolt goes up against the block, goes in right there. The top bolt comes in from the other direction, and that's the 5/8. So once I get up there, I just kind of slip that up into the bell housing. You know, put the bolt in there and there. Of course, I'll hook these up before I do that. And done. There's only one wire, by the way, that goes to the starter. And that's this wire right here. You don't have to worry about this bottom one. So just get this one ready to accept and get this one ready to accept. And that's it. That's all you got to do to plug them in. All right. Let's see about getting that on there and then finishing this baby up. Okay, guys, I got the starter put on there. Real simple. Not rocket science. There's no need to take you down there to show you how to take out two bolts, put two bolts in. I got it all hooked up, got the wires on there with no problem. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook up the battery cable, and then I'm going to go see if this thing will crank. Okay, let's see here. I mean, honestly, if you need to know how to hook up a battery cable, just let me know and I'll show you how to do it in another video. Right now, I'm just going to get this on here and get this terminal tightened up. 13, yep, that'll work. Yeah, the size of the tools I told you below, I mean, you need a 9/16 wrench or ratchet with a socket, and same thing for the top bolt, except it is a 5/8. So when you get down there, don't be surprised if the top bolt's not the same size as the lower bolt. Not a big deal. But if you needed some information on the size of the wrenches or sockets that you need, now you got it. You need an 8mm wrench. I don't know what that is, 3/8 on a wire. You need a 9/16 for the cable on the solenoid, and you need a 9/16 for the lower bolt on the housing of the starter, and a 5/8 for the top. So easy. Make sure you grab those on the way out. You'll also need like a screwdriver or a pair of needle nose or something to pull the tab on the wire below. Just take that with you so you don't have to get back up off the ground again. Well, let's go start this up. I'm just going to set this back here while I go start it up. All right, stay right there. Don't go nowhere. Yep, we had contact. I got a serpentine belt to put on this thing, but that's going to be saved for another day. Just put some belt dressing or something on there. Usually stops squeaking within about like 30 seconds. Probably needs tightened up again. Okie dokie. I gotta get this Jeep off these ramps. And we're good to go. All right. Well, what do they say? If you've liked this video, please subscribe and leave a comment or something like that. Y'all have a good one. We out.